right, Dre Cleveland, what's going on, man?
We're going. You good,
Not
coach?
much, man. Doing good, man. How's your day, brother?
Good.
Good, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. So, for people that don't know you, Dre, man, give us a little bit of background, man. I want to highlight and tell your story today, man. So, just give us a little bit about you, brother.
So I'm Darian Cleveland. Folk call me Dre. I play for Griffin High School. Play 2027. Athlete. Play all around. Play on the offensive field. You know, I ain't too much of a defensive guy, so I ain't just got there yet. But like, I'm an all around offensive player. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously all around offensive player, man. Tell me where your love of football came from, Dre. When did you start to play? What age it was for you, and why you decided to play the game?
I started playing football when I was like 8 years old. I was a soccer player at first. Then a random coach came up to me and was like, "You would be a good receiver, or you would be a good quarterback for me." So I was like, "I tried out." I played my first year with the Georgia Elite Stallions down in McDonough. I played with them. And I said, if I like it, I just continue to play. And I fell in love with it right then and there, the first practice. I was like, I like it, and I continue to play.
Wow. So take me back a little bit, man. Obviously, you fell in love with the game, playing for Georgia Elite Stallions, man. Give me one of your favorite moments, man, playing football at the youth level, man.
Oh, my favorite, I'll say when let's see. Oh, we had a championship game. My first year playing football, we went to the championship. So we had a championship game, and it was like fourth quarter with like little second left 13-13. They said they're gonna give me the rock. We was on like the 35. I ran it, scored, celebrated, won the championship my first year
Ball game.
ball game.
You had a game winner.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I know that was a crazy moment for you.
Yes,
Wow.
sir.
Okay. All right. That's pretty cool, man. Okay. So, all right. So take me through. Okay. So obviously we know where it started. Take me through the next part of that process, right? Obviously you was playing in McDonough. When did you come to Griffin, and when did that process kind of start with you? Was it later into like kind of your prep career? Was it early middle school? Like what happened in that point?
I came to Griffin my sixth grade year. I started playing park and rec my sixth grade year.
Okay. Okay.
So
So playing sixth grade year. Okay. So for you, what was your experience with just middle school football? How much did you enjoy that? And then obviously getting into high school.
okay, I'm gonna keep it real right here. So middle school, I ain't like it. My sixth grade and my seventh grade year, we went 1-9. So like I didn't too much like it. So like, but my eighth grade year, I got a chance to play with some people from Georgia Lee Stein. They came to Griffin with me. So I was like, y'all might well come to Calvin. They came to Calvin. My eighth grade year of Calvin, we went 9-1. We lost one game during the regular season, and we played the same team in the championship and beat them by a touchdown.
Wow. Okay. All right. So getting that revenge back. All right. So from that point, Dre, now you're going to high school, right? And I know probably the first few years didn't pan out kind of how you wanted, but walk me through how did you just stay focused through that process of maybe the first couple years didn't go out how you wanted.
My teammates, they kept my head straight. Like I came in as a freshman starting quarterback. Um, now we went 1-9. We didn't really have size then, but my teammate they kept me up top. They said we're gonna come back for everybody that came for us my ninth grade year, and we're gonna work hard every year. And that's what we're doing right now. We're just working hard. So all my credit go to my teammate for helping me stay down and not going nowhere and just staying down and believing that we can do it.
Period. Now you had a big breakout year, obviously this year, but before that, new head coach comes in, Bernard Goodrum. Why did you feel like you could trust, Coach Goodrum to help you guys turn this around and really have a really good season last year?
Coach Good, his first day actually. I thought he was a little cool, but we had just came off another head coach, Coach Fed. So my routine with Coach Fed and Coach Good was two different relationships. So my relationship with Coach Fed was like close, like me and Coach Fed were close. So when Coach Good came in, I was like, Coach Fed gone, Coach Good, he finna step up, take over the thing. So I just trusted Coach Good with all my heart, and I knew he had the team on his back. So I put my trust in him, and he did what he supposed to do as a head coach.
Period. All right, now let's break you down now a little bit and talk about kind of your game, right? We know about the versatility. We'll get to that. I do want to ask, how have you been able to get your game to where it is today, right? Is it a trainer? Is it, you know what I'm saying, your regimen? Is it somebody, a wide receiver coach that's helping you? How have you been able to get your game to where it is today?
Um, Back when I was young, I had started off by myself. So, where I come from, we get it out from from where we born at. So like we ain't have it like that. So I had to go to my backyard and just run routes and look on YouTube. But towards when I got to high school, well, my last year, I can say I improved a lot in my slot position because my coach, Coach Stork, he helped me very much on my route running, catching, keeping my composure. So I say my 10th grade year, my coach, Coach Thorpe, he helped me a lot. Coming in from Ronald Robin, he helped me a lot. So I started off training by myself. I used to go to the Griffin High out soccer field, just work, run routes, run hills. I record myself and be like, okay, cool. If I see myself messing up in the video, I'll be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. I go to the sandbox at Tyus Park. I will work there, yeah, and then after that, I just put it all together, and that's how I got the way I am now.
I know you talk about obviously Coach Thorpe having a major impact on you, but I want to go back to you just for a quick second. And you talked about kind of just, you record yourself. You had to use YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And you'll come back and correct it later on. So how do you just feel like going through that process? You didn't maybe have the same resources as other people, trainers and whatever it may be. How do you feel like in the long run that's made you better, Dre? Just in terms of, hey man, I can figure stuff out on my own and still be good and fine at the end of the day and still be that caliber of a player.
Really, it was hard. It was hard for me to just believe myself because I seen everybody else with the training, but it was hard for me to believe that I make it this far to the point where they got real trainers or real athletic trainers that done been to the league, all that. Than me just going on YouTube and getting the routes and getting the drills out of YouTube or Instagram reels. But it was very hard for me to just believe in myself. But my grandma always tell me to keep God first, and I just trusted in God, prayed every day that I make it, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. Trust in God.
Period. All right, let's break down your versatility, man. You say you can play pretty much anywhere in the field. Now I've seen your film playing slot, playing boundary. Sometimes you get a little handoff. So where does that come from, Dre? Where how are you able to be so versatile? Just like were you a playmaker? Hey, we got to get him the ball.
I mean, I say my work ethic. Like my work ethic is different. Like I work hard. Like I know if a coach, I'm not gonna never tell a coach that I can't do nothing that I know I can do. Like I'm always trust and believe in myself that I can do it. So like if a coach tell me to go, I'm gonna need you to play quarterback this position, and you feel me. So I just go to quarterback, and I won't have no answers, no questions. I just go. So me being an athlete, I mean it just how I was born. Like have a dog in me. Either have a dog or you just gonna lay down. And I ain't never laid down.
Period, man. Never laying down. So for you, I was talking about the versatility, your work ethic, man. So what is it like for you, man, seeing all this work pay off, man? Them Friday night lights, you at Griffin High School, y'all playing in big games, and you making these spectacular plays. You're getting averaging over 20 yards per catch. What does that feel like for you with all this work that you put in?
I mean, it feel good, but I ain't done yet. I gotta continue. I gotta continue to work. This offseason, my senior year coming up, I gotta continue. I gotta get even better. I wanna improve my game even better than it was last year. On my last 3 years at Griffin High. I wanna leave with at least I'm trying to get a record, but I wanna leave at least something for Griffin High.
Okay, let's break that down. Two-part question. Let's break down what record are you gunning for? We'll start there.
Okay, so I wanna go one game, I wanna go at least 1,000 yards in one game in receiving yards.
Okay, that's a good goal. All right. And then what part of your game are you focusing on the most that like I said you want to improve from the previous seasons? What are you harnessing in on this year? I know route run you said is pretty good. Is it your footwork? Is it your releases? Is it you catching the ball? What are you working on the most this offseason?
Um, my off season work is my more footwork, more footwork drills, late hands. I say ball control man in the air.
Ooh, okay. All right. So break down for me as a wide receiver. Teach me like I don't have any idea. Why is late hands so important, Dre? Why do you need to have that to not kind of alert the DB? You know what I'm saying? Before you know that ball is about to come.
Okay, so some DBs are long. So for a size like me, like 5'8", going up against a 6'2" DB, their hands are long, so they when they see my hands go, their hands go, so they can automatically deflect the ball. But you can throw that. My division is to throw the DB off on my late hands, like reaction. My reaction will be late to the ball.
Got you. Let me ask you this: how do you deal with a physical DB? You talked about kind of them being long. Let's say it's a guy he's 6'2", 6'3". He trying to be physical with you, Dre, at the line of scrimmage. He trying to press you. He not trying to let you get no room. How do you deal with that?
I mean, I don't panic. I go against a DB every day at practice. Keyshawn Hastings, six. He about 6'1", so he give me a lot of competition. So like when I get in the game, I just be like, okay, if I can do it against Keyshawn, I can do it against them. So I just take Keyshawn work and take it to the field, and it always help.
How I know you talked about Keyshawn Hastings being a key person. How is going against just all the DBs you went against at Griffin in practice? How's that made you better? You would say.
Um, I mean, it done made me better in a lot of ways. Like going short from my short routes to my deep routes. So I know my DBs. So Keyshawn, he more of a man to man guy. Mir Stokes, he more of a coverage guy. Zamari Daniels, he more of a guy that just catch my route. Zamari, he'll help me out. Like on my corner post, I have a corner post. Like my corner post for have improved a lot this year because of Zamari, because he he's the type of DB that know how to catch my route. So I say thanks to Zamari Daniels for helping me out, and Amir Stokes and Keyshawn Hastings. So yeah, my DBs at Griffin High School, they helped me a lot on my competition.
Period. Let me ask you this, man. Don't reveal no game plan or no play, but for you personally, how would you attack a cornerback that's running the zone against you? Right, like they trying to take away a certain side of the field. How would you attack it? Let's just say, for hypothetical reasons, we're throwing out a cover three. Like, how would you attack that as a receiver?
Okay, I attack a DB in the cover zone when I get on top of his toes. So basically, I come off the line, I stem him up face to face, make sure we square. Um, when I square him up, I try to get around him, make my little quick move and get around and stack him up top.
Period. How important as a receiver, a Dre, is it to not give away like your route, right? Like sometimes like DBs can anticipate what you're about to do. I know you talked about late hands obviously being a key component of that, but how as important it is like to use the leverage against them, but not give away what you're trying to do.
It's really hard. You know, me, me and my receivers, we talk every day. We'll go to the field and we'll just work on stuff that we need to work on. So basically, the beat that. I mean, it's hard, but you can beat it. But you just gotta have a mind. It really in your mind. Then
Got you, mindset thing. Okay, respect. All right. So you put me on game with defense, put me on some game with some receivers, including yourself. We need to watch out for this year for Griffin.
yes, sir. Um, you said some DBs to watch
No, no,
out.
no. Nah, you mentioned DBs. Nah, give me some receivers that are good like you on Griffin. We need to
Oh,
watch.
we got King Fuller, we got Carday Alexander, we got Jaden Prather, we got Jamar Yarborough, he incoming freshman. So Linwood Dewberry, Jeremiah Head, we loaded this year in the receiving room.
Love that. This year, let me ask you this in terms of leadership. Everybody leads differently, right?
Yes, sir.
For you, Dre, like what's your kind of approach? We know this team's serious. We know this team wants to go far, and we know this team wants to build on last year. But what is your approach? Are you more so lead by example? Are you kind of being more the like vocal leader this year? How are you approaching the senior year with some of the goals you have for yourself as well?
This year I'm leading by example. I'm more quiet this year and more working. So if I'm working hard, then people in my group or people around me, they'll work hard, even harder, or try to compete with me. So
Let me ask you this, Dre. What is your approach? What's your approach to competition? How do you feel about that aspect? Some people love it. Some people like, I'm to myself, whatever. I let my play do. So what's your approach to competition?
I love competing. Like that's my favorite thing to do at nat drill, one on ones, like competing. I feel like if we compete, that means I'm getting you better, you getting me better. So we both getting 100% in, and we both getting better at something.
Period. All right, let me ask you this. So you got spring practice that's coming up, right? And then
Yes, sir.
obviously, you kind of had like the fall camp ish, like scrimmage. What's kind of your favorite part? Do you like the spring because you get to showcase a little bit what you've been working on the off season, or do you
Uh,
mostly like the fall camp because it's like, oh man, the season about to start?
I like the spring. I like the spring only because the spring is very competitive. Like you got folks, you got new people coming in, you got the freshmen coming in, they compete for spots. You got you just got everybody competing. And the fall, I like the fall, but I love the spring because it's two different, like two different mindsets, and people just come in thinking different.
Period. Okay. Surprise me, dog. I thought you would say fall. I like the spring answer though. Okay, my guy likes the competition. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Going through last year, man. Obviously, like I said, tough loss in the playoffs. What do you feel like you learned the most about yourself and even maybe even your teammates from last season that can help prepare you for this year?
Um, my teammates from the playoff from first round exit. I just seen the way everybody like from coming off a 1-9 season to a 7-4 season. I seen a lot of work. My teammates buy in, everybody connected, everybody helping each other. Um, so we coming in this year with the same mindset, but even harder. Like we'll talk about it every day. We don't want to have a legacy of 7-4 again. We want to go deep in the playoffs, deeper. We want to work hard. Our goal is state championship. So that's what we work for. Working hard every day, no days off.
No days off. I love that, man. All right. What's your let me ask you this real quick before I go back to the team. What is your training regimen kind of like, man? You training 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week? I know you got stuff with the team. Like, how often do you just go train and go to the parks as you mentioned a little bit earlier?
When I'm off, like if I'm off from AAU from basketball, I'll work on the weekend because I work Friday or Sunday. If I'm working with the team on Sunday, I work Saturday. I go to the field up the street. I go to my middle school county road. That's really about it. You know, I work on Saturdays most of the time, but I'm here with my team working, or I'll just call one of my receivers and my quarterback, and we'll just go to the field together. But yeah.
Perfect. Okay, perfect segue. I want to ask you, man. Tell me about some of the chemistry, man, you got with your quarterback, man. What's that? What's the relationship like? How y'all always on the same page?
Um, Me and Kelvin, we started off. We was in competition at quarterback first when he had first came to high school. So I was like, I told Kelvin, I said, I'm gonna give you the spot. I want you to hold it down for me. So after that, me and Kevin, we got a little close towards the last year. Kevin had improved from his freshman year, so I was like, Kelvin, this year I need more improvement. More, we got to get our timing right. So
Ooh. All right. Hopefully we'll get him back. He exited out. No, he said trying to get the timing right. So we'll obviously leave with that. Appreciate everybody being in here, man. All 9 and 10 people, man. Shout out to y'all. Griffin got a great community, man, around the way sports. Appreciate y'all always supporting my guy and obviously sending Dre my way for obviously interview brothers. So shout out to you, man. If y'all are here, make sure you please like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to grow this thing, man, and let kids tell their stories in an authentic way, man. If y'all can hype it up for me, hype up the video, man. Swipe to the right, hit the hype button, man. I'm gonna share this interview as well I'm saying on the YouTube just separately, man, because I know how that can be sometimes. But like we got Dre back. All right,
okay.
Dre. Yes,
I
sir.
don't know what
Sorry.
happened. But yeah, me and Kelvin, our bond is very tight now. Like we working every day. Me and Kelvin will we'll work on more timing, how he can time my route, how what hold to throw to on a Pacific route. But yeah, me and Kevin, we got a great bond.
Love to see that, man. I know he's talking about the time and obviously being a very important part. For you, just seeing it on the field, I know you're working on it more. How important is that just being in sync with each other? Just kind of know, oh, I know Dre gonna do this, so I'm gonna throw it earlier. I know Dre's gonna cut this way, so I'm gonna put this ball out this way. How important is that when you're going against DBs and trying to take away some of your strengths?
It's very important for Kelvin. Like it can be sometimes frustrating because if I don't get to the spot where he knew I'm supposed to be at, he'll get frustrated and he'll probably come to me one on one and tell me, you should have got there, but we're gonna get the next play. We'll always go to the next play, so we don't never just down each other or talk down on each other. We'll just pick each other up, lift each other up, next play, next drive.
Love that, man. Before we talk about obviously recruiting, I want to kind of give you the four Dre just to so want to ask you what's one thing, man, like people don't know about you, man, that you want them to know, whether it's about your story, your play on the field. What's one thing you feel like people don't know enough about you that you do or that you are that really makes you stand out as a player and even as a person?
As a person, I'm gonna start out as a person. As a person, people don't know what I go through. Like I'm a person, I'm a quiet person. I grew up in a small home. Grew up with my grandma, my great grandma. So I just, I just go through stuff at home that nobody knows about. Like I come here smiling every day, working hard. As a player, really, I'm not a person that gonna give up easy. Like people just think off competition or like that I'm gonna give up early when stuff get hard. Like I'm not that type of person to give up easy. I'm going to always work hard just to get see my grandma and them proud.
Where you don't mind sharing, where does that mindset come from? I know that can't be easy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you seem like you're pretty much a silent killer. You know what I'm saying? If we're being honest on that field. So where does that come from? Where you see adversity is hitting you head on and you don't most kids give up, Dre. Why do you decide not to give up? Why you continue to push through push through that wall and break through?
Because how I know how me and my brothers and my siblings live. So I promised to my little brother that if none of my other brothers would make it for you, I'll make it for you. Or I told my grandma before my granddaddy passed, I told her I'll make it. I'll make it big. I won't never give up on myself, even if you're here or not. So I got a promise with my granddaddy that I'm gonna forever keep, and I'm gonna make it.
What does it mean to you, just real quick, just to be a role model for your siblings?
It's a hard road. Like because you gotta make sure that you don't do nothing wrong. You gotta make sure everything's straight. You gotta check on your grandma, check on you, go home every day. Like it's hard coming from school, at least 8 hours of school, about 4 hours of practice, and
Yeah.
go home, make sure everybody's straight at the house. So it's a hard road. It ain't easy.
For sure. And last thing on that, I just want to ask just what grandma mean to you? I know you've mentioned her Bobby like 3 or 4 times in this interview, man. I know she's special to you. Your grandpa, obviously, RP to him. I know he's special to you. So just what do they mean to you, man, and why are they so important in your life?
My grandma mean a lot to me. My grandma and my great grandma. My grandma took me in when I was like 2, so my grandma took me and she just been there for me. She been signing me up for camp. She been paying for all my stuff. She just been there since I was young. My granddaddy role, I'm the type that I ain't have a father for real. So my granddad he played like a father figure in my life. So he was there. He would help me out. He would teach me a lot of stuff. He the reason why I'm like never giving up. Like my granddaddy, he was a strong man that never gave up on himself. Even when things got hard, he just continued to work.
Period. Is there anything you would change, Dre, of your story?
Um,
Or would you keep it exact same, everything you've been through?
I mean, I don't want nothing to be easy, so I keep my story the same.
Powerful, brother. I respect that. All right, man. On a lighter note, I appreciate you opening up and sharing that as well, Dre.
Yes, sir.
Can be easy, but let's talk about the good stuff, man. All the hard work that you've done, brother. You got offers, so
Yes,
let's
sir.
talk recruiting, my brother. So, obviously, I'm saying I know you got probably about 12, 15 plus offers, man. But talk about these 10 right here, man. Memphis, Bryant, some of these top schools. Like, what about them stands out to you? Which ones you like?
Um, I've been looking at Bryant and Lane in Memphis.
Okay. Let's break that down. Bryant, Lane, and Memphis. Let's start with Memphis first. Why you like Memphis?
Um, I like their program. Like they program run very, very good. I seen it. I seen a little bit of their program. Talk to their coach. I got my cousin go there. He'll show me around. I don't know when I'm gonna visit up there yet, but it's coming soon. But yeah, I like the way they program run. Very intense.
How cool would it be to team up with your cousin, man? Potentially.
Um, I never played with Nick Burton, so it'll be great competing against him as he a DB. So like me and him will probably go at it a lot.
I love that. Okay, what about Brian, brother?
Bryant, that was my second D1 offer. So I mean, if Bryant, I haven't just too much been looking at that school, but I'm talking to the coach now. I'm trying to get in the camp. Should have a visit with them soon too.
Got you. And I think the last one you said Lane, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me a little bit about Lane. What you like about them as a program?
Lane, that was my I say about my third offer. Um, they was I talked to the coach. He liked my speed. I got my player from last year, Jordan Mays. He had got an offer from them. He committed there this year. He would go up there. He telling me a lot that he like. I just really me and Jordan Mays was like a duo last year. Like we played close to close, side by side last year. So yeah, so I would love to play with him one more year or one more round. But if it don't work like that, then it's God plan.
God's plan, like you said. And tell me what are some key things you're looking for, Dre, when it comes down to this recruitment? What are some things you're looking for these colleges, man? When you fly, okay, yeah, this is home for me.
Really, as my recruitment process continues, I'm looking for more of a let's see how to say it. A program where um I want to feel like at home. Like I want a coach to push me very hard. I don't want no coach to take his off on me. I want to be welcomed in the right way, brought in the right way, clean facilities, great coaching staff. Yeah, I look for a lot in my recruiting process.
Period. And then any coaches that watch this, man, why should they take a chance on Dre? Why are you different than the rest?
Um, I'm different. I'm 5'8", so my speed have to be there because I know I don't have the ability of my height. So if I don't have speed, I won't be the person I am now. My work ethic is very hard, 100%. I love to compete. I'm more of a team player than a player for myself. I look out for my teammates before I look out for myself.
Period. And then in terms of recruiting, man, obviously decision you're gonna continue to go through and continue to see, man. But why? Like I know you just mentioned your speed, but why do you feel like your speed separates you maybe from the rest?
My height, my speed, really because my as a slot receiver, you have to have speed. Like off the line, you have to have speed off the yak yards. Really just off my yak yards. So I feel like my yak guard would get more coaches' attention.
Period. Let me ask you this: you've watched a lot of YouTube videos, man. Is there anybody similar to your stature, college, NFL, you like to watch or even emulate to take pieces of their game and add to yours?
Melatonin.
Ooh,
Melatonin.
that's a good one. Okay. How cool is it to see him kind of pop off his freshman year and see him?
I heard he only had one drop this whole year. So I've been watching his highlights. See what because me and him about the same height. He about 5'10", 5'9". He got the speed, footwork. He got really everything for a slot receiver. So for me to be like him, I just look at him.
And then just real quick on that, just last thing on that, how motivating is that for you to see like how big he is as a player, what he was able to do with his freshman season, and be able to see a guy of your similar stature, what you want to do, pretty much do it.
Um, it really helped me out a lot, really, because when I seen him first, I'm like, okay, he's 5'9". I don't have no excuse to say, oh, I'm not gonna make it because of my height. Like if I know if he did it, I can do it. So he really just motivated me more to myself to say I can make it instead
Period.
of talking about my height.
Period. You talked about a legacy you want to leave, man. What kind of it? I know the example you're trying to show for your siblings, but what kind of example are you trying to show these younger players that are coming through? You said it's going to be several freshmen coming in and try to compete, players, but obviously under you in terms of class and everything. What are you trying to show them that's different in their approach and why they need to play a game a certain way when they play for the Griffin Bears?
Really, I'm really trying to show them that never give up. Basically, um, that's just my main thing about football. you can't never give up, can't never quit. You tired, just keep going because your body gonna be sore. You're gonna be hurting. You're gonna be tired. Don't want to get up early in the morning, 6:30, 5 o'clock. You know, it's just a lot. Like you can't just give up because if you give up, I mean, you're not letting yourself down. You're gonna let your team down because most people on your team depending on you.
Period, man. All right, man. Couple more. I'll let you go, man. So you talk about what you want to accomplish this year, man. Team, y'all want to obviously win state. How do you feel like the approach has just, I guess, necessarily been in the workouts, the off-season training and prep for obviously the spring? How do you feel like the team's approach has kind of been as y'all prepare for kind of this run?
The approach been great. We got a group chat. With all the classes 2027, senior class this year. We'll talk about a lot like how we gonna cause like we the program, the players of the program. So we'll talk about like what we'll do, how we need to come in because the younger guys are looking up to the class 2027 this year. So how we need to approach practice, how we need to approach every morning, how we need to be on time, have great attendance, show good coaches in the building, everything. So this coming in, this approach, gonna be great.
Period. Last question. It's a fun one. Build me a great prototypical, or not even prototypical. Let's screw prototypical. Build me a great smaller receiver. All right. So I'm gonna give you up to three. Okay. Now you can say the names, however you want to do it. Hands, yak yards, deep threat ability, and catching. We'll do four. How would you build that? Now you could use names, you could use high school player or whatever you want to do. Just how would you build you think an elite slot or elite smaller receiver that can do a little everything?
Um, Catching, I go with. I'm gonna say for your catching ability, you should have. Oh, my partner Cardi Alexander, his catching is perfect. Off late hands, ball in the air. Yeah, so I take Cardi for the hands. I take Malachi's Tony footwork, speed. Um, get off release. I take. Let's see. I take. I take myself for get off speed. Like get off speed off the line.
I like that.
You said catching. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
not catching.
Yes, sir. Catching. Yes, sir.
Um, Hands like Jeremiah Smith.
Love that. Okay. And that last one, I think it was deep threat ability.
Deep threat. Let's see. Let's think. Deep threat. King Fuller.
Say it again.
King Fuller. Here, go get the ball out of here. King Fuller. Most definitely.
Like that. All right. King Fuller. Smart. Okay. Prototypical wide receiver. I love it, man. As I let you go, Dre, anybody you want to shout out, coaches, family members, any closing comments, or even any questions you got for me before we let you go?
I want to shout out to my head coach and my receiver and my OC coach, Coach Stewart, Coach Owens, and Coach Goodrum. I want to shout out to my football, the whole football program, my teammates, really everybody. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here for me. Thanks for being on this ride with me. We'll have a long year this year, a better year.
Period, man. There it is, man. Dre Cleveland, man, from Griffin. Brother, I appreciate you coming on, man. Tell me just a little bit about your story, brother. I'm rooting you on, man. I'm praying for you, man. I hope you make it and continue to just show your siblings a great example, somebody they can follow, and that you could just make your grandma, great grandma, and obviously your granddad proud, man. So thank you for coming on.
Okay, thank you, coach.
All right, y'all. Dre